Mr. President, when can we expect any form of football? I know that there's plenty of discussions with yourselves and, of course, the PSL, with the health department, with FIFA as well. So try and bring us up to speed. When can South African fans expect some form of local football to return?
You know, we always said the players' health is first. Football is part of the entertainment industry. And in the entertainment industry, players must be medically and physically fit and healthy. And therefore, the coronavirus has threatened that environment. And so we have to wait until we get to a position where a reasonably safe environment can be provided.
How damaging has this been for SAFA and for football in South Africa? We know that it's happening across the world, so it's almost a blanket approach, but we know that, you know, our wallets perhaps are not the size of some European federations. So from a South African point of view, the fact that we have, you know, lost qualifiers, lost our league domestically, from a SAFA perspective, how damaging has COVID-19 been thus far?
We have an economy that's going into depression. We have huge unemployment. Very difficulty, SAA and other companies, and SAA is our sponsor. Sasol is our sponsor. And they all have serious problems. SABC is our broadcast partner. They have serious problems. And then you have the other problem that most of the sponsorship revenue for football comes from the retail industry. And the retail industry is also under pressure, like South African breweries. And so we have to rethink and find a different model. And lastly, the biggest threat for South Africa is that there's only one pay channel, SuperSport. And SuperSport carries between 50 and 60% of revenue for most federations.
Is there an obligation, a responsibility from the mother body to provide assistance to these clubs?
No, there's no responsibility, but clearly there's an interest, and we need to work together in that space because, remember, we get our players for national teams from the PSL clubs, and therefore it's in our interest that PSL clubs must thrive.
How would you describe your relationship with Dr. Ivan Khoza?
Well, he always called me, I'm stubborn, and I say that he's stubborn. Look, we've worked together in the World Cup, in the bidding process, and I think we have a focus on what is in the interest of the country. But, of course, as all human beings, for example, on when do we start football, we have different views.
You've been a public figure for many, many years, and you'll know that claims are made against public figures all the time, and you'll also know that you generally have had very few opportunities, in fact, to respond to some of these claims. I wanted to know if you would like to use this opportunity to perhaps respond to some claims that were made by Jennifer Ferguson back in 2018, if you'd like to use the platform to respond to that.
I denied then, and I still deny today, I have done nothing wrong, that woman. And I hope that the law enforcement will clear this issue. It's a difficult issue, but I'm clear. I've done nothing wrong. I'm innocent, and I will look her in the face. And for the smearing of my name, I want the consequence. As you may know, I did open a case against Jennifer and some football officials for a defamation case.